Good morning. Just got back from town. Just saying that because I'm wearing this giddy up. Tasha bought me a few overalls, so Hacksaw Jim Duggan's in town now. I'm not good at doing that impersonation, but I will definitely do some research on it, and Tasha would be really happy probably with my outcome when I finally get that perspective. But right now, this is one of 3 trips. Usually I get about 4 to maybe 5 dozen a day when they're at optimal peak performance. When it gets cold, it's down to 35 to 40, but that's one batch there that I went to go check. One did crack, and I do not let it go to waste. If it's sitting there for a while, I don't want to eat it. Humans, yes, I'm still a human, earthling, but you get a little bacteria in there if it's cracked for too long and stuff gets in there. So I cooked it real quick, and I'm gonna feed it to one of the chickens. It's good protein, and no, it's not cannibalism. It's just something that you can feed them back to the chickens, and it is very nutritional for them. I was outside about to do some work over yonder, and I'm gonna try to use as much country slang as I can when I'm wearing this outfit. But she made some breakfast. Ma made some, I don't think she probably like that we call Ma, but she told me to come on in and eat some breakfast before I get some work done in the pasture. Today I'm going to be making a pallet shelf. Just something that came to mind. I didn't research how to build the shelf. I'm the type that wants to just do it myself and curse a little bit more and figure it out, and the outcome is more pleasant because I worked hard work, sweat and tears and cuss words to get that built. And I had a story maybe to tell about it. When somebody talks about how I built it, got a little story maybe. Instead of just looking at what everybody else does and trying to copy what they do, kind of like my channel. When people say to make them shorter, make them long, they never say to make the videos longer, I don't think, but to make them shorter and everything else. I don't copy off everybody else, so I want to try to just, use my brain up here and keep it moving. Older you get, the more you want to use your brain to keep your memory, I think. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'll show you everything out there once I get this nutrition in me. Let me get some coffee real quick, and then I will get to doing that shelf. In my brain, I'm thinking it's not going to be too hard to do. It's not going to be not like too fancy. I want to make it country. I want to make it look country. I want to make it look professional, like metal, industrial, like Walmart or anything like that. I did want to say this when I went into town with them packages. At the corner post, trading post, I sent some packages off. Well, I actually got a package. That's what she said. I already got my lens for my camera, and I already got my microphone for my camera. And guess what I just got in today? Yes, you're seeing it when I'm seeing it. Didn't even open the package yet. This is the Sony A7 IV, okay? Bam. The Sony A7 4th edition, Alpha 7 4th edition. Okay. The lens here costs just as much as the camera. Then I added the microphone in for your listening pleasure. But I'm not going to open the camera up just now, but this is just the lens for it. And I got it for the super wide lens so I can keep the video on the tabletop instead of using the real estate of the floor, places that we go to eat and take up too much space. So that will help out on that. Okay, well, let me eat this and I will meet you outside. Not the camera, I'm not gonna eat the camera. Let me eat the food. Follow me, just follow me. Try to. GoPro, stop recording. before I go outside, I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I have left. I just took a couple bites and didn't even show you what she cooked me. She cooked me some of these fancy hot dogs. I think they're beef hot dogs. We have some eggs with cheese, and we have some toast. Very nutritional to keep me moving and keep me doing stuff around the house. Got to-do list to do. Okay. Now I'll see you outside. Go post stop recording. Forgot to take my hat off too. Very, very rude of me. Okay. Go post stop recording. All right, here is the beginning of the shelf, folks. I'm going to be removing some of these and moving them down or up, just depending. These aren't exactly the same length width apart. What I want to do is put a bottom board here, and I want to put a board right in front so it doesn't fall over. But I only want the board a little bit like a little shelf so they can still see the pickles and the eggs and stuff on here. Like I said, I want to make this where it just looks country. It doesn't make it look industrialized, just down home cooking, jarring and stuff. And that's what I'm going for, just a character. So let me get all these other items off of here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm getting here for the tools and take it from there. So I'm just winging it, so wing it with me. Hey, I'm gonna show you, go over everything that I did put out here. You might need more, you might need less. That's what she said. But right now we have a brad nailer. We have a finishing nailer. We have a straight nailer. We have an impact gun, and we have a circular saw. We have a pancake air compressor with the hose. That's for all these right here that I mentioned. And we have some tools, a hammer, a little crowbar, a square, and everything else we'll need in there. So let's get all these tools put over to the side, and I'll start taking some of these planks up for you. We're probably gonna have to measure this out first to know exactly each plank where I want to put it at. So let me get a jar and start doing some measuring, because what basically is going to happen, I'm going to chop this down, but basically what I'm doing is using the bottom for a ledge, and it's going to be like so. But if you can tell, this one's a little bit too low to put this shelf up here to have another shelf. So what I'm going to do is measure exactly what I'll need and then start taking these off. I'll lose probably one shelf, but I'm going to have to do that to get the height that I need. First step you're going to do is measure the length you're going to need. So I'm going to measure from this side to this side, since I'm going to set the first one right here just to test out the height, what I'll need. So these are about 47.5 inches. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to measure down here 47.5. Nothing fancy. And if you want to do it properly and use a square, what you usually do, folks, is draw a line. The line's right here. I put my pencil on it to stop the square. Then the square is like that, so you get a straight line to cut. If you don't, usually you cut at a kind of angle. You think you won't, but you usually do. But there's a straight line there. So I'm just gonna cut that. and I'm trying to figure out a way to do this better so I don't have to have this in the way of you guys all the time, so you still see some of what I'm doing. Okay, we got that. And then this one will sit like that. As long as it's not going over the sides, I'm gonna probably put a board on each side so they don't fall off this direction as well. Now we just gotta figure out a way that we are going to make sure it stays up here. For now, I'm probably gonna tack it in with some nails, and then I will probably figure that out later. Basically, I probably would put the sides, you can't tell on this one, but I'll put another board on the sides like this, and all of this to be tacked in as I go along. But first things first, let me get the height of all of these, and then I'll show you where I'm at. I know it's not going to be very, very, very detailed of how I'm doing this, but if you get the gist of it, it's nothing perfect. When I do projects and stuff, and I'm just trying to do something kind of rustic, some people get too like perfectionist about things. You don't have to do all that. I mean, that's just too much work and headache. If you want to do something really intricate like that, you're doing that for probably a project not on the side of the road selling pickled eggs, I would think. So let me get this finished up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I got the measurements down. 8 3/4 is what I need. I'm gonna start the first shelf right here, but from the top of this board to the top of this board, I need 8 3/4 for it to work smoothly. So I went ahead and measured. Sorry, I only brought 2 hands with me today. Let me put this down. So from here down to here is the perfect height that I need. So that will do fine. So you got enough clearance for the next board. So what I'm going to do, I think I just lied to you, 7 3/4, but if it's 8, that is fine. It don't have to be perfect. So let's just make it a little under 8, and that'll be great. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but that will do it. The next plank is not going to work because the next one is 7 1/8. So I need another 1/2 inch. That's what she said. So I'm gonna go ahead, remove this board, move it up, and move all these up to the desired width that I need, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I have all these 3 knocked out. You want to be careful because they will split on you, but this is just the backing. It's not support for it to sit on. So as long as it does not split too much on this side, I'm not worried about it. But I did mark them off right here so I could still put these 3 ledges back up. I did mark them 8 to 8 1/8 inches from the top of this to the top of this one. So in theory, this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and just pop these in like so. Okay, and I'll continue to do this while that thing's blaring. Okay, this should be the same distance now from all these slats right here. Should be the same distance, so that should work perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ones cut. The thicker ones I'm cutting, I'm gonna use these for the side to beef the sides up and to hold the shelves into place. The ones that look like the fence paneling, I'm going to be using for the bottoms. So the deck boards that are thicker, see these aren't as thick, these are as thick as these. These are a little thicker. These are going to be for the sides for structure. This right here, I just want the ones to sit on there and they're not too heavy, so that should be okay with just this distance here. In between each one's like 2 foot, so they have some good support. So let me get these up and get this put together and show you the finished product here soon. The rest of my boards cut here. I got 5 shelves. I'm not going to start at the very bottom. I'm starting right here because right here I'm probably going to tack this to the trailer or make some kind of a mount that it'll stand up on just in case on the roadside. I think I'm trying to get some banners too to just say pickles and eggs and no chickens. Well, Linda can come with me so everybody can stop to see her at least. But I did bring the impact gun out here as well. I don't know where it's at. It's right here. If you don't have a compressor or any kind of straight nailers or brad nailers, you could just use this. That's why I got this out. Screws work really well. Just don't want to use regular nails because they'll come right back out eventually. You want to use the shanked nails. The shanked nails has ribs in it for her. Just to stay in the wood, okay? It'll stay in there. Okay, but I have used plenty of these straight nailers as well. Just use plenty, the more the merrier. Right now I'm just gonna tack it in so I can figure out the best way to secure it to the sides. It stays up right now, so these work pretty well. I'm probably just gonna put a lot of them going in on each side, and then once I get them all up, I'll see how the structure is and see how that goes. So let me get the rest of this done and show you a little bit further of how this goes without all the cursing. Okay, about 30 minutes later, got this done. Doesn't take much to make something that looks like this. It's not nothing that you have to be real precise with. Something I just want to make more welcoming when somebody's coming in from the road and they're seeing pickle items. You know, you're not thinking of like a Walmart industrial place to do it. But just, I'll fill these shelves up, probably space them out a little bit. I don't want to put too many on the shelf because it's not like the best made shelves, but they do hold all the items I do. I have pickled onions, pickled green tomatoes, I have sweet and heat, bread and butter and garlic pickles, I have the pickled eggs. So with that said, the chow chow up here I call country kimchi because it looks like kimchi, but I have all of them right here and seems to work good for me. So if you guys like the video, please hit that thumbs up, share the video with people that like to do just free projects and stuff you might have laying around and just something to do. But if you do roadside stands, I think this would be a nice addition than having a big metal rack out there or anything like that. So, okay, with that said, guys, thanks for watching the video. Till next time. Oh, if you don't like this, do it freaking yourself. Hey, thanks for watching the video again. If you haven't visited my website yet, the address is www.DaGarbageDisposalstore.com. You can navigate through the top, all these links right here. There is actually a question and comment form. If you have any questions or comments, fill that out and it'll go straight to my email. At the very bottom, there is a free newsletter. Just sign up right here and you'll get a weekly newsletter. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit see all so you get all the notifications and don't miss the videos. Please comment. I like to listen to your comments and respond to you, so I do like to interact with you guys. Please share the video with your friends, family, even your boss, and have a great day. Let's meet other plans.